Hey everyone, Shiv here. So we had an update about the server transfers, but it's a massive drama right now. If you want to know more about my thoughts, hop in on my stream. Right now, the biggest focus is just going to be kind of explaining what the situation is, why are people angry, and what's kind of going to happen from here. If you want my full opinion on what happened, you'll either have to come into my stream and ask, and I'll tell you, or if you want to wait till my review, which I'm hoping to post in the next week or two. I'm still trying to wait for a few things. I'm also just trying to get through as much of the game as I can. Even though I've been an alpha and beta tester, I'm still just trying to get through everything and make sure it's still accurate before I say anything. So, with that being said, kind of want to talk about. They said they ran into a problem, and so it's not up to their standard, so they're not going to release it just yet. But this is what we're seeing so far. During our testing, we've uncovered some edge cases where the transfer experience does not meet our standards for its release. This means that we'll be taking some extra time to get these issues resolved before we feel comfortable giving everyone their free server transfer token. Now, keep that in mind when I go into what's going on. So, none of the drama really happens until you get here. Where can I move my character to? Now, if you remember the launch debacle, a lot of servers were full, they're long queue times. They said just go to a different server, you'll be able to transfer later. You can move your character to any world in your region, except you cannot move your character to a full world. You cannot move your character to a world in maintenance. You cannot move your character to a world set that you have an existing character in already. So here's the three problems that people are, well, okay, maybe two. You can move to your character to any world in your region, and you cannot move your character to a full world. Now, if we look, I'm not going to read the tweet that posted these, but I'm going to just read what they had posted before. It's posted here that they will offer an opportunity in the next 2 weeks for all players to relocate their characters to a new server of their choice at no cost. And someone had asked, Bree had asked, the wording in this is unclear. Can we transfer to an existing server, or will we be creating new ones we have to choose from? You will be able to move your character to any servers that are available at this time we make transfers available. Hope that helps. The key word here is to any servers that are available at the time. So that wording is interesting. But then you have this one, who, if you add server swapping, will I be able to swap to a server that has a character creation disabled, play my friends. We are working hard on a feature that will allow you to transfer your characters to a different server. So if you can choose one now, just get up and playing. You can make your different choice later to play on a server with your friends. There was another picture that I saw that I cannot find where apparently another Amazon game studio employee had said, "Oh yeah, you can transfer even if it's full." I'll explain kind of why that's probably bad later. And then we have this one where will it be possible to switch from a US server to an EU one? Yes, you can move between regions if you want. Now, they did do a mega thread server transfers questions. The first one is, will we be able to transfer as many times as we want? Everyone will get 1 token per account. Each transfer requires a transfer token. As for our post here, our team will continue monitoring world population queue times and will evaluate the need for additional wave server transfer tokens to be given out for free. Can we transfer from region to region, say from US East to US West? Only available within your region. This is where people are getting upset about. And he even asked. So the transfer to any server line was not true. We understand the frustration from this. Unfortunately, the original message provided was incorrect. Now, here's the thing that can happen. Let's say, and this is just conjecture at this point, let's just say the community team hears about the server transfers and they answer the best way they have, but they don't go back and check with the devs. The devs decided not to do it, in region only. They decided instead of doing it where someone can go from EU to US, they locked it down to region for whatever reason. Unfortunately, that means the community team tends to have egg on their face, because as we did see, they did say in this one you can move in between regions, but then going back, they walked it back saying that that wording was inaccurate. So that could have been what happened here. I don't know. We'll have to see how they respond at this point. Um, I'm not going to make any rash decisions until we see what the response is, because I have a feeling with all the backlash that is happening that, and I will show you on this tweet, with all the backlash that is happening right now, I'm pretty sure they're probably going to walk this back, or we'll get a more in-depth explanation onto what's going on. Now, people on sides, there's one side saying, oh, they're straight up lying, they're thieves, they said to move regions. But I did try to find where they had said, hey, if your server is full, go to a different region and play on another one. I don't see where that was said by anybody. And I did look earlier before clicking the record button to see if I could find it. I don't see where it was said by anyone on the Amazon team to switch region. So, but I did see where they said, like here, you can move between regions if you want. Now, I really don't know who runs the New World Twitter account, if it's one person, if it's multiple of the dev team, not dev team, community team. You guys know what I mean. I don't know who runs it. But I have a feeling now they're probably going to have to make a statement, and Scott Lane's probably going to have to come out and talk about this and see what they can do. Now, let's go to this post real quick. The reason why I'm saying we should see what happens is because of this. We will be taking some extra time to get these issues resolved. So there could be time now where they see the backlash, they go to dev team, tell them the situation, dev team tries to do it and see what happens, and if it works, they'll release it. If not, then we'll find out why, or find a vague statement or something that says, hey, we did try this, but it didn't work. We'll have to see if that happens, or if it releases without another word about it and it's only between the regions, so you can only transfer to other characters on NA West, you can only transfer on US East, and so on and so forth. Really, I'm just going to wait and see what happens, because I'm always the type of person that likes to kind of go back and watch from a distance. So I'm not going to state my opinion too much. The only other opinion I had, which I stated earlier, was I don't see where they said to transfer regions to go on a low pop server. I saw where they said go to a lower pop server, because they did release a lot of servers during that time in each region, so I don't know if that's how that's going to look. But something I want to show you, because something I saw as a concern, is people saying, well, my world is locked. Wrong website. So no one can make characters on it, which in some MMOs that is how it works. But if we're looking here on US East right now, Morrow is locked and Tritonius is locked, but there are no other servers that are locked. And if we look at US West, there isn't any servers that are locked. Let's look at SA East. They still do have a lot of servers that are locked, but there's still some there. EU Central has several servers that are locked, but looks like some did open recently, but they have a lot of servers. It seems like EU Central and US East got the most amount of servers, and surprisingly, there's still a lot of Australia servers that are locked. Pretty surprising. I'm pretty shocked by that. So, we'll just have to see how this plays out. I just wanted to kind of show that picture as of today to see what's kind of looking. We'll have to see what gets said. I couldn't find that screenshot where it says, well, regardless if it's full or not, you can transfer to it. To me, whichever employee said that should probably get told about it. Reason being is you don't ever want to promise that, because you don't know. And also, if they're trying to alleviate queue times, and if they're trying to alleviate the server woes, it wouldn't make sense for them to open server transfers to the full worlds. If anything, what I would have done is probably released it to the full worlds first, give people a chance to transfer off so they could open, and then open it. Not let people go from a low pop server to the locked server and then queue time start up again because they want to get on Asmongold server or Tally server, which I believe was open when we looked. Don't quote me. Something like that. So that does make sense, but we'll have to see what happens with this region thing, because they did say you can move in between regions. And their answer to that was, oh, well, the wording's wrong. We'll have to really see what happens over the next few days. And once I get an update, I'll let you know. I'm also going to try to reach out and see if I can get, a response in sorts. I doubt I'll get anything, but I will still try. I'll reach out to the content creator side and kind of link what I have and say, hey, what's the official wording or why did this happen? Kind of see if I can maybe get an interview with one of these devs or maybe one of the community managers to kind of find out what's going on. Reach out and see what we can do to set the record straight, or if I just get a generic response. Either way, I'll let you guys know. But I'm going to stay on top of this for the next few days. Let's just see what happens. And if you want my full opinion on it, let me know. Right now, it doesn't really affect me because I'm happy where I am, but we'll just see how this goes for the next coming days for everyone else who's separated and can't play with friends. All right, you guys have a good day.